There's a new wind blowing.
Hey yo, there's something in the air, can you feel it? I'm glad it's here, cause the atmosphere need a spirit. It's floating like the ozone, somebody shook the snow globe, and now the world is looking kinda fuzzy and we don't know what's happening. Seems like the past is coming back again and battling the future. They crashing like an accident, the planet has to spin, evolution doesn't stop, new ideas getting cooked up. Hey yo, the oven's hot, the love you got is energy like the sunshine. A million young minds got me feeling just fine. It seems some old men feel like it's a cold wind blowing in, but that's just because the hearts are frozen. This storm is just warming up, check out the rainbows. A bunch of colors that are different but the same though. Let your brain grow, even if it's kinda painful. It's time to take old ideas and change those.
Sunshine in your mind, shining through, loud and clear. Sunshine in your eyes, you see through cloudy fear. Sunshine.
There's a new wind blowing.
Tide's changing in the ocean.
There's a new wind blowing.
There's a full moon blowing.
There's a new world growing.
Tide's changing in the ocean.
There's a new wind blowing.
Even the dark night is kinda bright with starlight. We gravitate like constellations navigating our life. The full moon's in full bloom, yo, her light leave you stunned. Used to be eclipsed, now she's shining bright as the sun. You know that beautiful moment when the sun and the moon share the sky? Well, I swear that time is coming real soon. Life searches for balance, it's the universe's purpose. That's why so many hidden things are coming to the surface. Cycles that change are deep, it's hard to fathom as we travel through valleys and peaks, mountains and chasms. But love is what animates the landscape when we connect and respect, giving hugs and handshakes. There's lots of fear in the atmosphere, it's true, but transforming fear to love is what we're here to do. So if you ask me how things are going, I'll say it don't take a weatherman to know which way the wind is blowing.
Sunshine in your mind, shining through, loud and clear. Sunshine in your eyes, you see through cloudy fear. Sunshine.
There's a new wind blowing.
Tide's changing in the ocean. There's a new world growing.
There's a full moon blowing.
There's a new world growing.
There's a new wind blowing.
Today is like a chapter in a book you're writing, and you decide the way it goes. We hope it's gonna be exciting, but only you can know. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Life will take you on a wild adventure if you get out there and look around. And if you have the eyes to see the treasure, there's so much to be found. Everybody has a story. Every day we add one line. Everybody has a story, yeah. Tell me yours, I wanna tell you mine. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Yo, everybody here, everybody there. Everybody has a story. Everybody here, everybody there. Everybody has one, has one.
Everybody here, everybody there, everybody has a story. Everybody here, everybody there, everybody has one.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
There's a new wind blowing.
Hey yo, there's something in the air. Can you feel it? I'm glad it's here, cause the atmosphere need a spirit. It's floating like the ozone. Somebody shook the snow globe, and now the world is looking kinda fuzzy, and we don't know what's happening. Seems like the past is coming back again and battling the future. They crashing like an accident. The planet has to spin. Evolution doesn't stop. New ideas getting cooked up. Ayo, the oven's hot. The love you got is energy like the sunshine. A million young minds got me feeling just fine. It seems some old men feel like it's a cold wind blowing in, but that's just because the hearts are frozen. This storm is just warming up. Check out the rainbows. A bunch of colors that are different but the same though. Let your brain grow, even if it's kinda painful. It's time to take old ideas and change.
Shining through, loud and clear. Sunshine in your eyes. You see through cloudy fear. Sunshine.
There's a new wind blowing.
Tides changing in the ocean.
There's a new wind blowing.
There's a full moon glowing.
There's a new world growing.
Tides changing in the ocean.
There's a new wind blowing.
Even the dark night is kinda bright with starlight. We gravitate like constellations, navigating our life. The full moon's in full bloom, yo, her light leave you stunned. Used to be eclipsed, now she's shining bright as the sun. You know that beautiful moment when the sun and the moon share the sky? Well, I swear that time is coming real soon. Life searches for balance, it's the universe's purpose. That's why so many hidden things are coming to the surface. Cycles that change are deep, it's hard to fathom as we travel through valleys and peaks, mountains and chasms. But love is what animates the landscape when we connect and respect, giving hugs and handshakes. There's lots of fear in the atmosphere, it's true, but transforming fear to love is what we're here to do. So if you ask me how things are going, I'll say it don't take a weatherman to know which way the wind is blowing.
Sunshine in your mind. Shining through, loud and clear. Sunshine in your eyes. You see through cloudy fear. Sunshine.
There's a new wind blowing.
Hi everybody, it's Adrienne. Miss Jenny will be back next week. She just let me jump on the videos so that we could say hi to all of our Fort Worth friends. We're really missing you and we can't wait to see you again. This month we've been talking about forgiveness and we really wanted to hammer it home. Forgiveness is deciding that someone who has wronged you does not have to pay. Forgiveness is something that you definitely want to have in your tool belt. It's way better to forgive someone than to go around being grumpy and angry and frustrated at them all the time. Here's the best part. Forgiveness is totally up to you. It's a do-it-yourself project, DIY. You don't need anyone to tell you to forgive. It's something you can choose to do anytime you need to fix your relationship with someone else. But you never have to do it alone. God is always there to help you forgive.
How do you handle getting hurt? I'm not talking about a skinned knee or a cut lip. I'm talking about wounds that dig deeper than that. Someone calls you a name. Your little sister takes your skateboard and wrecks it. Your favorite coach cuts you from the team. Your parents promised you a special trip, but can't afford it now. Your so-called best friend doesn't invite you to their birthday party. You start to feel like a mess inside, murky and mad and hopeless. You can't stop thinking about it, about what they did to you and how they should pay. But there's only one way to shine a light in the darkness. When you forgive, you decide the other person doesn't have to pay. You choose to let God take care of it. You say, what you did to me doesn't control me. You free yourself from bitterness. You even give the other person a chance to change. But you don't have to forgive on your own. In fact, you can't. True forgiveness comes from God. He's the one who forgives us of all the wrong things we've ever done. And it's only with His help that we can truly forgive those who hurt us. Then we can say, in your love, I'm free. In your love, I'm forgiven. When you live out forgiveness, others can see God at work in you. And that's why forgiveness is an amazing way to worship God with your life. Because worship is about more than just singing loud. It's all about living loud.
You are above every other. Your love amazes me. You created every beautiful color for everyone to see. I want the world to know. I want my life to show just what your love has done for me. In your love I'm free. In your love I'm forgiven. Forgiven. Your love it makes me sing. Your love it gives me a reason to lift my voice, yeah. I lift my voice, yeah. You are the giver of all things good and perfect. I give you all of my praise, God, 'cause only you deserve it. I want the world to know, I want my life to show just what your love has done for me. In your love I'm free, in your love I'm forgiven, forgiven. Your love it makes me sing, your love it gives me a reason to lift my voice, yeah. I lift my voice, yeah. I sing and dance, I clap my hands, I lift my voice, I lift my voice. I sing and dance, I clap my hands, I lift my voice, I lift my voice. In your love I'm free, in your love I'm forgiven, forgiven. Your love it makes me sing, your love it gives me a reason to lift my voice, yeah. I 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 lift my voice, yeah.
Okay, you need to be careful with that stuff, all right?
I am being careful. See, look. I have gloves. Do you have gloves? Wear your gloves. I've got gloves.
Okay, but you're not wearing the gloves.
You say potato. I say whatever.
Okay, seriously though, the glue in your hand, it sticks to anything instantly.
Oh,
so
I
just
know.
be really-
Trust me. I will never forget the cat incident.
Oh, I don't think the cat will either.
Its fur will grow back eventually, okay?
Okay.
Now here, hold these.
Okay, why?
Because
Good answer.
now...
Uh-huh.
Ha!
Why?
See, look. Because their hair, it's so soft. Feel it.
Super
Right?
soft, yeah. Oh, sorry, here, let me get that.
No, I got it. Don't worry about it.
All right. Wait, you're...
You know what? It's no problem. I'm just going to pull it off like this. Here we go. And one.
You're
Don't worry, not an issue. I got some glue remover down here. I'm just gonna go grab. Brandon, a little help. Brandon!
Yeah, just a second.
Where are you going? Brandon, where are you going? Can you help me? Ooh, what is that? Can I get me out? What is, no.
I'll help you after this.
No.
Smile.
I don't understand. How is it that complicated?
Look, just because it's your way doesn't mean it has to be my way.
But
That's
it's
all I'm
not
saying.
my way. There's a right and a wrong way to do things, and clearly you're on the wrong side of the
That's
road,
like saying
mister.
there's a right and a wrong way to tie your shoes.
There is a right way and a wrong way to tie your shoes.
If your shoes are tied, it's the right way.
Hey guys, we're rolling.
Welcome to the So-and-So Show. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Lawson, and we're glad you decided to watch today.
We have an exciting show lined up. Isn't that right, Lawson?
That's right, Brandon. So exciting.
You're not going to let this go, are you?
I don't have the slightest idea what you're talking about.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fine. As we continue to talk about forgiveness this month, I want
you to admit that you're wrong.
See, I knew you weren't going to let this go. You're being ridiculous.
I'm being ridiculous. Why don't you let them decide who's being ridiculous?
Oh, they're just going to agree with me.
We'll see about that. Breaking news, Brandon, current co-host of the So-and-So Show, has been identified as a non-toilet paper replacer.
Hey!
Though some of his fans will be shocked by this incendiary information, Brandon has been a longtime follower of the belief that placing a new roll on the sink is good enough. We can also exclusively reveal that on the rare occasion when he actually does replace the toilet paper, Brandon places the paper with the end going underneath. I understand that these accusations against the longtime host of the So-and-So Show will cause some to wonder if they truly knew Brandon at all. This has been a breaking news report. Thanks for watching. Now back to your normally scheduled program, already in progress.
Really?
You asked for it.
Okay, you're right, Lawson. You're right.
I am?
Yeah, I should have replaced the toilet paper after it was used up. That's the courteous thing to do.
Thank you. Do you know what? I forgive you for being so uncourteous.
Thank you.
But what about that other thing?
I will not apologize for how I install the toilet paper. There's no right or wrong way to hang the toilet paper.
Au contraire, mon frere.
There isn't. And I'll prove it to you.
What do you... Brandon, what's this?
It's another way to hang toilet paper.
Oh.
It's also a game.
Ooh.
All right, so in our hands we have a bunch of rubber bands.
Yes.
Right, and what we're going to do is we're going to shoot the rubber bands at the toilet paper, trying to rip it at the seams. The first one of us who can make 2 aluminum cans drop to the ground wins the game, all right? Mm-hmm. And we got to do it blindfolded. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, actually it sounds fun.
All right. Blindfolds on. Okay, ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Anything? Ow!
I heard something.
It's me.
Oh, that was a little far off.
It hits your finger on the point of exit.
Do you not know how to shoot a rubber band?
I skipped this part of my childhood. I went straight to division. Ow!
I heard a can.
Did it not fall?
Woo!
What? Wait, I need more rubber band.
That's just one. That's just one. Oops. Sorry, cameraman.
How am I not hitting anything?
It's like you've never done this before. Booyah!
What? How did I not hit anything?
Woohoo! Well,
that was actually fun.
It's Bible story time with Kellen.
Hi, Kellen.
You seem to be in a good mood.
I know, isn't it crazy? What story do you have for us today?
Okay, so last time I told you the first part of Jesus' parable of the prodigal son. Remember this?
Previously on My Two Sons.
Father, I want my inheritance.
Oh? How much of it?
Wait, let me think. Oh, that's right. All of it!
Better not be eating that slop. That's high quality slop. Feed the pigs.
My son was dead. But he is alive again. He was lost. But now he is found.
You remember that?
Sort of.
It's mostly familiar.
Great. Jesus told the story of a father who had two sons. The younger son left and wasted his share of his father's money. The older son stayed home. When the younger son returned home, the father forgave him. And that's where we pick up our story.
I can't wait.
Cool. Now here's part 2 of My Two Sons.
As time moves on, so do the lives of my two sons.
Where are you going with all that food?
Your younger brother has come home. Your father is throwing a welcome home party in his honor.
He's what?
As you can tell, the older brother was not thrilled. He refused to attend the party, so his father went to find him.
Why are you not at the party?
Why am I not at the party? Why am I not at the party? Well, let me think. All these years, I've worked like a slave for you, and I have done this and I have done that, and you haven't so much as thrown me and my friends a tea party. You know, Dad, me and my friends, we like parties too.
My son, you are always with me.
But then my little brother leaves and he throws all your money away and he comes back and you give him a full-blown carnival.
My son, my son, my son. Everything I have is yours. But don't you see? We had to celebrate his return.
Why, Dad? Why? Why?
This little brother of yours was dead, but now he's alive. He was lost, but now he's found.
That's the end?
Yeah, that's the ending Jesus gave us. Did the older brother forgive his younger brother like his father did? We don't know. I think Jesus told the story that way because he wanted us to put ourselves in the older brother's shoes. Would you be willing to forgive someone even if they may not deserve it? When you forgive, you're like the Father in the story and our Father in heaven. When you don't, you could be like the older brother and you could miss out on a great party. Are you okay?
I got left at a party once. My mommy didn't pick me up. It was so scary.
Soap operas just do this to him.
No, it's not that. I just forgive you for not putting the toilet paper on.
Oh. And I forgive you for yelling at me for not putting the toilet paper on.
I'll just see you guys next time then.
Bye, Calvin.
Yeah. Bye.
Reveal the question. Do the thing. What do you lose if you don't forgive?
You can lose so much. Friendships, joy. I would have missed out on your awesome toilet paper game, Brandon, so thank you.
You are welcome. I'm glad you're starting to rethink the whole toilet paper has to go over the top thing.
No, I still disagree with you on that one, but we can disagree and still be friends, right?
Absolutely.
And besides, I thought of an even better way to install toilet paper.
Ooh, do tell. Wow! Hey, we'll see you guys next week for a brand new show. Let's see how this baby works. I'm dizzy. I'm dizzy. Oh. Oh. The room is spinning. Why did I do that?
You know, we can't have any real relationships without forgiveness. We all mess up. We all let each other down, and we do things that hurt each other's feelings. So we have to forgive. That's how we make our relationships stronger. That's how we make things right with our friends and our family members too. So be ready to forgive. Don't hold things against people. If you do, you'll miss out on that relationship and you'll miss out on how good it really could be. The bottom line is, when you don't forgive, you miss out. God always had a plan to fix our relationship with Him. That's why He sent Jesus to be our Savior. He wants us to fix our relationships with each other too. If we're not careful, we can start to think like the older brother in Jesus' story. We get upset because forgiveness does not seem fair. We think the other person doesn't deserve it. But remember, God always forgives. He always welcomes us home. His love is for everyone. And if we don't join in the party, we miss out. Even when it's hard, forgive. Your relationships are worth fighting for. I know it may not seem like it when your brother keeps torturing you, or when your mom keeps interrupting your favorite show, or when someone says something about you that isn't even true. Keep forgiving and showing love. You never know. God might use your forgiveness to fix a friendship in a way you'd never expected.